Hi, how are you? My name is National Grand Chief Guillaume Carl. You can call me Billy Carl. And today is a very special meeting because of what has happened. Number one, people are being sick, so obviously it's impairing our abilities to deliver services. But my meeting today is more generated towards providing to you information regarding what has happened, where we're going, what we're doing, and finally where we want to be. As you know, the Confederation is not a federation. The Confederation follows from the bottom up, and the Federation, example, the Government of Canada, follows from the top down. So the Prime Minister of Canada tells you what he decided, and you got to live by that. But the Confederation is actually promoting the fact that it comes from the grassroots members and up to take decisions on functioning, protecting rights, and so on for Aboriginal people of Canada. The first thing that I would like to talk to you about is the ones that have been following the growth of the Confederation can really appreciate the fact that the Confederation has taken some decisions basically on what has happened. For example, in 2007, we were stolen probably 50, 60,000 bucks plus of the money that came from right, left, and center, and the people were banished. They're gone. It happened in 2007, it happened in 2008, and so on. So the rules and regulations of the Confederation were put to protect the Confederation and the Grand Chief, which is myself, to be protected by the National Grand Council of Chiefs, which is the government of the Confederation or the Confederation itself. Inside our rules, and I think it would be very important that you buy the book. Every year we have a General Assembly, and within that General Assembly there's decisions that are taken basically on what is brought forward. So this is an annual book. Here's another one, and another one in the bottom. And it says, for the Grand Chief, what he has to do. The Grand Chief is the one that actually signs any contract that is nationally, internationally, provincially, and is also the Chief of Direction of the Confederation. The Grand Chief should and will preside every meeting that there's any meetings or any General Assembly or Extraordinary Assembly. He will also have the right to reverse any decisions that's been made until it is brought to the General Assembly, and he will explain why this has happened. Because, we have an historical development, and sometimes it is not promoting the Confederation or the people, and that goes against the real way that the Confederation operates. Therefore, he actually has the right and should have the right to be one of the most protected individuals of the Confederation because it is his Grand Chief. It's also mentioned in there, if there's any negative attack that's brought against the Grand Chief, the Confederation of Aboriginal People of Canada or the government will actually banish the people that are doing that attack, that is a negative attack that is brought against the Chief, the Grand Chief, the National Grand Chief of all Aboriginal people for the government of the Confederation or the Confederation. It is very important for you to know that, because at the end of the day you want to make sure that bottom line is that we have a structure that is functional, that is protected the same way by its Confederation, and the Grand Chief protects the Confederation, and he's proven since 2005 to have done that many times. It is also important for you to understand that when you are part of a community, what is the most important thing about the Confederation is the Confederation recognizes your rights as an Aboriginal person to be part of the Confederation, to let it know where you're going, and that it does not only come from the community, but it comes from its members. That's why a lot of members participate to meetings, because bottom line is You have to, because you're part of this organization, and this organization is there to protect you. If you have any questions to ask, you should phone, because we are open for the phone calls, the Tuesdays and the Thursdays. And we start at 9, we close at 3. And there are other times that we are here, obviously, to do all our work that we need to do, our mail and so on. And these people will be able to answer you. And if they can't answer you, they will ask you to lay the time to be able to consult, to respond to an honest answer to you. If we have no honesty, we have nothing. I want to thank you for sending your questions, if there are, to my people at the office. And if you so require and you have not understood, then you ask these people to bring me the question and I will answer to you directly. So I want to take 2 minutes to thank you for looking at this video and to understand that the Confederation is owned by everybody that is a member, and everybody that is a member has the right to be represented and has the right to be defended as their rights, which is what the Confederation does. Obviously understand that if we defend the people, the government of Canada is probably not going to be happy. And you know what? That's too bad, so sad, because that is not our government. So until then, you take care. And I need you to understand that it is a pleasure for us to be able to defend you, and that before you take any harsh decisions, you should be able to call us so we can respond to that. Until then, you take care and you have a good day. Bye-bye.